Hey. We're getting ready. We've got our Soleil baby wrap on. Obviously I have to fix it. Cleo just got changed and we're gonna board soon. Is that so cool? Is that so cool? So we moved to Texas and we didn't tell pretty much anybody, but now's the time to talk about why. I'm currently vlogging from what will probably end up being Cleo's room. I did it yesterday. You'll see the clip here in a minute. But she's asleep in the master bedroom and I really just wanted to get a chance to talk and just be real. This isn't gonna be a fancy video. This isn't really even gonna have an intro probably, but I just wanted to explain that we're here, why we're here, and how we feel about it. There's been so many changes recently in our life, positive and seemingly negative, although we're trying to be extremely positive about it, and that's something that I'll cover later in another episode. But I'm just really excited to get our life started here. I'm really excited to be able to settle down because we're gonna be here for a very long time, possibly forever. I think that this is an amazing choice for us. We're really thankful that it was able to work in the first place. So we're ready, and I'm excited for this to also be the start of some really amazing things coming here. And I hope that anybody that's watching this is going to stick around to find out why and just be there with us along the way. A lot of you probably saw, by now at least, that when Cleo was 6 weeks old, she suddenly went into heart failure. And then after 2 weeks in the ICU with her, they discovered that she has dilated cardiomyopathy. It is basically a heart disease affecting the left ventricle. She just crashed. It was extremely scary, and because of how severe that can get and the fact that she can go into heart failure again, needing to be close to a hospital was literally the top most important thing in our life. Well, where we had lived previously was Fort Benning, and the closest hospital that could fully care for her the way she would need to be cared for was in Atlanta, and it was almost a 2-hour drive. She didn't have 2 hours the first time, and she wouldn't have had 2 hours the second time. That's one of the reasons they had to airlift her from the hospital that we were at. They did an incredible job to stabilize her and to literally save her life because she would have died. She had seen the doctors at Children's of Alabama in Birmingham. That's where her current cardiologist was, I should say now, because we are getting a new doctor, as well as a genetic team, and they were absolutely incredible. Like, I have nothing but amazing things to say about them. I'm going to get into her heart condition at a later date because it's just about the move, but that is the #1 reason we moved, was to be extremely close to proper care that we did not have at Fort Benning. I felt super uncomfortable every single day. I watched her like a hawk. It was hard for me to sleep. Any sound she made, I was constantly checking to make sure she was alive and she wasn't crashing again. We checked her temperature after every bath, and anytime she was extremely fussy. It was so scary, and it was not something that I was willing to go through again. And that made us really bring up the question of, okay, what can we do to make sure that we are in a safe, comfortable place for her? Because we would do anything for her. And that anything was moving to Texas. So initially, the people that we told were like, why San Antonio? Why San Antonio, Texas? You've been there for training. It's hot. It is nothing like where we wanted to live or where we thought we would live in 5, 6, 7 years. But the thing is, Cleo comes first. And the most important thing was finding a hospital that we could establish care at that would be fully capable of handling whatever DCM would throw at her. She has to do monthly appointments right now. That could be ramped up. That could end up going down after a couple of years. But for kids with DCM, it's a really scary first year if they're diagnosed within that first year. She can go back into heart failure. She could have the potential for needing a heart transplant, heart catheterization, any type of other devices that they usually do before they try to do that. And it's basically a 1, 2, and 5 year process. So with that, we had to find a hospital that was fully capable of treating her, that had a transplant team that could perform any type of pediatric heart surgery. As equally as importantly, with Tom being active duty, we had to find a location that was able to serve him and his job so that he could fulfill his time in the military, or maybe even take it a different direction. There are some amazing hospitals in this country, and it was really hard to narrow it down to a few choices. But when we started diving deeper into San Antonio and what they had to offer, there are multiple hospitals here that could help her no matter what it is. And there's Lackland Air Force Base, the training hub for the job that he does. So when that came into question, it kind of wasn't a question anymore. It was kind of like, that's where we need to be. I'm just so thankful that his leadership was able to make this happen, because this is truly everything she needs. And as a mom, I feel 100 times more confident in living here forever than I would have in any other location, just because of the amazing resources that are here. So this is going to be our home. We're gonna establish permanent care here. We currently only live 20 minutes from one of the hospitals. Like, there's multiple, but one of the hospitals, the one that she will be going to, is 20 minutes away. I personally feel so much more comfortable with that. I know Tom does as well, and we're just really, really thankful that the Air Force was able to make this work. That was the biggest problem, was the fact that, yes, I am a stay-at-home working mom. I can kind of move and be flexible for whatever. Tom is still active duty Air Force. So finding a way to make that work with such a weird, specific case, I'm blown away at what they were able to do for him. And I'm so thankful that they fought for us, and they fought for him and his job and his career. They fought for my daughter that they don't even know. They fought for me, and I barely know them. I mean, the support system is absolutely amazing. Anybody watching, if you are familiar with the San Antonio area, even though I've been here so many times for military training, please, please, please feel free to leave comments on where we should go to eat, what we should do, places to see, literally anything. And any girls that are in the area, if you guys want to get together for like a girls brunch with me and Cleo, or literally anything, I am so open to it. Leave it in the comments, DM me on Instagram. I'll put everything on the side after this, because I'm just so excited. But thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone that has been so supportive the past month and a half. It's been a wild ride, everything that we didn't expect, but we're thankful to be here, and we're really excited for this new chapter of our lives.